everybody, Todd V.
Dave Kettlewell.
And welcome to another episode of Arts Quest.
We've got some really unusual fine art stories this time. Todd, what you got?
We do. It's a really neat mix. The first thing we're starting off tonight with is the Lock 3 Summer Arts Experience. It's a really nice program that the City of Akron puts together to introduce fine arts to high school students and actually lets those kids work on large public installations.
You can tell he favors fine arts. And
I
our
do.
second story, Todd?
Second story is one of Cleveland's favorite musicians, Kristine Jackson, comes and we have a sit-down interview with Aaron over at the Musica Space. And we wrap up the show with...
Well, I gotta say, if you've been following ballet in Ohio for the last 20-some years, you know the name David Shimotakahara. He was really a soloist dancer with the Ohio Ballet, although they didn't call them soloists at that time. But he did very well, and then went on to create the groundbreaking dance company, Groundworks. And what you're going to see is a consummate professional in every sense of the word, with David Shimotakahara.
It's a rare treat. So let's get started with the show. First up, the Lock 3 Summer Arts Experience.
Here we go.
Hi everybody, this is Todd V with Arts Quest. Today we have a really exciting story. It's something that's special and unique here in the city of Akron. It's called the Summer Arts Experience. And it's a program where they encourage students to actually work side by side with professional artists and get an idea of what it's like to actually work as an artist. So we're sitting here with Susie Graham, who's sort of the mentor of the entire program, and kind of get an understanding of why the city's doing it and what they see as a benefit.
The program was originally created as a breakaway from the model of the Gallery 37 project in Chicago. Mayor Don Pasquale went to Chicago and saw that project there and decided that he wanted to bring it to Akron with some redesign. So he looked internally within the city, inside the Recreation Bureau, and designated both Dave Lieberth and myself to create the Lock 3 Summer Arts Experience, which is our spinoff of that Gallery 37 project. We try very hard to offer a diverse amount of disciplines. We have had filmmaking. This is our first year of offering dance. We've had theater, glass, ceramics, painting, three-dimensional art, sculpture, fiber art, and also working with plexiglass. So a little bit of everything. We try and mix it up. Basically, that is dictated by the proposal process. So depending on what the artists propose to do, we try and mix up and get a new batch of different disciplines to offer every year. But it's mostly dictated by the proposal search. So this program is specifically geared toward artistically inclined young people to provide them with that sometimes once in a lifetime mentoring experience with a professional artist, as well as a guaranteed successful experience creating art.
The art making is their job, and they come to work every day for 5 weeks, and there's a task, and part of that task is that creative, inventive development of artistic skill, and a lot of it is work.
We have about a 14-minute piece that we created. It's in 3 sections, and I'm very pleased with it so far. And it's based on, I went to Australia a couple of years ago for a few weeks, and I fell in love with the Aboriginal culture and just the nature and the environment in Australia. So the piece is really inspired from what I got to experience down under.
I like it a lot, actually, and I plan to do it again if it continues to be in summer arts, but it's a totally different experience. Dance is a different animal. I've played so many sports and I've never been sore like this. I've never been this excited to get up and come here and do something. So it's definitely fun and I love it.
We are making a large-scale mural, a very large-scale mural, using a process that I've never used before. We're painting on individual pieces of a polyester material, and then that material will be glued onto the side of a building.
So far we've pretty much spent most of the time designing this huge mural that's going to go pretty much in the center of downtown Akron. It's going to be a big focus at Lock 3 Park.
Well, we're working on a project at the zoo. We don't have a name for the project. My company is Leafings, and what we do is make leaf sculpture.
Well, we use cement, and I use a whole bunch of stuff I never worked with before, and right now we're painting them. So we're working on this sculpture for the Akron Zoo.
I am the lead artist for a mural that's going to be that is installed now at City Hall for Akron. And the mural is a relief mural, so there are some components of the mural that are sculptural and interactive textures and things like that people can touch. It encompasses the whole space of the end of the skywalk at City Hall in Akron.
I signed up for it so I could learn how to paint better, because before this I wasn't really a good painter. Like, I didn't know how to do it well. And next year I'm taking painting, and so she's kind of giving me like a head start on everybody else, learning good technical skills.
The reason why it is so important to the community and why it's worth the funding and the effort and the staff and the time for us to pursue is because it's very important in the lives of young people to have a mentoring relationship. And the mayor recognizes that we have that relationship that often exists in an athletic perspective when people are involved in sports and athletics, but not so much in those young people who will have an artistic side or who are more artistically oriented.
Especially with the economy now, of being able to afford and go to, say, take a lesson or even go to a pre-professional training. So to have this come and to be, accessible to, especially to inner city kids, it's giving them something positive to experience and something to do. I'm really just trying to instill in them that it is a process, that it takes time, that you have to persevere when the going gets tough, because that's what all artists do.
Working with a bunch of people in the same project has been frustrating, but at the same time it's been a lot of fun.
I guess giving me more perspective with some art and more painting experience and working with more colors and stuff. I like that, like, if I'm not so good at something, somebody else is and they can help me learn how to do it better.
Before this, I didn't really consider myself a painter so much, just mainly stuck to pencil sketches.
Each of the finished public works of art, and that is the goal of the program, that at the end of the component, the apprentice graduates with their, they do get paid, so that's part of it. They have a $400 stipend, and then also that they've collaborated on a piece of public art. The point, obviously, of public art would be to make sure that it's seen by the public. We try and make sure that they are located in areas of the city that are easy to access.
I feel like I can brag about something and have people go look at it, go see what we did that summer, show them I'm involved. Because it's fun, it's something to do, keep me occupied during the summer. I get to meet a lot of new people, and that's always cool. Get a different perspective from them too. And I don't know, I feel like you learn a lot when you're working with more people than just yourself.
About 400 students have graduated successfully from the program over the last 7 years. Some of the apprentices not only have just a strong skill building experience in the arts, but they also have a life-changing experience for them personally, socially, academically, or again, artistically.
It's fun. I actually enjoy being here.
So Dave, next time you're driving around the city of Akron and you see all those cool art installations, remember, that was actually made by young people, 14 to 17 years old.
Sounds great, and that's what it's all about. Art's for the young people and for everyone too.
Now we have that special treat for you. We're going to go out and meet Kristine Jackson at the Music and Performance Space, hear about her current projects, and hear one of her latest songs.
Cool and groovy.
Let's go check it out.
Hi, I'm Erin Ludlam with ArtsQuest, and today we are at one of my favorite local music venues, Musica. It's located here in downtown Akron, and it plays host to not only a plethora of local hot new bands coming up, but also some really great national talent. There's always something fun, exciting, and great happening and coming out of this place. Today we're sitting down with Kristine Jackson. She's a local musician, and she's the 2009 CBC Entertainer of the Year award winner. To say that she is just a singer-songwriter is just merely scratching the surface of her immense talent. What she is a powerhouse, and she's making a huge name for herself in a male-dominated blues music scene.
First turn fits around the hall. Feel the form of my mind and skull. Grab the door, let go the handle, lift from this room.